What is up, guys? Me and a buddy of mine are starting a new channel, and it's a podcast on YouTube. It's a YouTube podcast, and what we do is we just talk about relative music, if there's any news on it, or if there's any. We're just it's gonna be a music channel. We're gonna do podcasts, and eventually we'll start doing videos and stuff. But for now, enjoy this podcast. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about software and hardware and what the different components do and how they affect your quality of audio. Now, to start off, you need to have some a good audio producer. For one, like me or my friend Jaden. And it's not just the producer, it's the software that you use along with that to make it good. I prefer Ableton Live 11 Lite just because it's simple, it's easy, you can get it almost anywhere for really cheap. If you're on a budget and you have just come from, say, Audacity, something that's free, WavePad, something like that, you're just going to want to start out with more of a FL Studio type vibe, because FL Studio, it's really simple, it's easy, it's all laid out in a multi-track type figure, not really super big, not really super small, it's feature rich. Yes, you're probably going to want to get a pitch editor after the fact from someone, but for now, the one that's built in works. Now, there's a ton of other softwares. Like, I'm not saying that you can't use Audacity or you can't use WavePad. They're both good. I just recommend going with something a little bit more high-end than that, just to give it that extra push of performance. And for hardware, I don't think I have any photos or anything on here, but for me, I recommend, as a starter, a Scarlett Focusrite Solo 3rd Gen. If you just want to record your voice and an instrument of some sort, you can do that all within a Focusrite. I personally use a M-Audio Air 19214, and it's got 4 inputs that can either be XLR or guitar plugs. And then I've got an extra 2 of them. I've got 2 more guitars in the front, and I've got another 2 more in the back. Just because I am a musician and I do record a lot, and I do a lot of live shows. It's also got a built-in monitor controller on it, so all of my studio monitors that I have set up on my desk, I can control directly from my audio interface without having to have my other studio monitor controller over here. Alongside with having a monitor mixing machine built into it, I can do either it's directly from the audio interface into my headphones, or it can be directly, or I can have it just playing what the audio program is hearing, which I generally have it in the middle somewhere, because then I get the best of both worlds. I can hear how I sound right from the interface, and I can hear what I sound like from my program that I use. Another thing too is, like, when you're choosing your audio interface, I would go with a Focusrite, or, if you wanted to go a little bit more high-end, I would go with the M-Audio Air 192.4, because it's the same thing, but in a different look. So if you're going for just, like, a home vibe, you can go with the Focusrite, because it's red, it's black, just feels a little bit more homey. And then if you want to go with more of a realistic studio vibe, like I have, I would recommend the M-Audio Air 192.4, which you can both find on Amazon, Guitar Center, Sweetwater, and suppliers too. Like, I have a friend, Jaden, he'll be doing the podcast with me a lot. He's the one that came up with the idea, and I'm just following along with it. But if you talk to him, he has an issue with impulse buying. And what impulse buying is you see it online and you're like, oh, I want to get that. But you don't. I'm not saying impulse buying is bad. It's just that you want to wait for a good time to buy it. Like if you go online, you can probably find the M Audio Air 192 for, I think it was $330. Air 192 14. Let's see how much it is here. It's my computer's being slow. Come on, computer. $330 is what the retail MSRP price is for it if you buy it right in full. Now, oh wait, no. MSRP is $500. You can get it for $330 on Sweetwater right now. Go buy it if you want it. Also, but I got mine for an astonishing $240. I got it for $190 less. I got it for $90 less than what I had. So, for me, it was a huge, great deal. But for Jaden, he would have been like, I'm going to buy that full price because I want it right now. But if you go with the M Audio Air 192.4, you can get it for, I think it was $100, something like that. Yeah, you can get a mic, a set of headphones, and the M Audio Air 192.4 vocal package for $220, which is exactly what I would do if you're a beginner. Even if you've got a microphone, like, look at it. I suggest a package just because if you're buying it already, I would say look at the microphone on the picture and look at the specs, look at the vocal range and stuff, and see if that microphone will fit your voice better. For the M Audio Air 192.4, just alone, it's $100. That's a good deal because it's $20 off, so that's the time to buy it. Around Christmas, anytime that you can find sales, that's when to buy music equipment. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck, and it's going to be so hard to find stuff. Another thing, too, is like, let me look up the Focusrite here. Look and see what you need with it. Like, I know that the Focusrite, it's got... Wait, what? Guys, I just saw... So, I would either go with the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 3rd Gen USB-C plug-in, or I would go with the Scarlett Solo Studio package, because the Scarlett mic, I'm not using that one. I'm using one from AKG right now. But I've actually got one of their mics. I've got an older model, and I still have my Focusrite Solo. I just don't use it very often. I have it set up over by my piano back there. But their new and upgraded mic, I've heard, is a really, really, really good choice for any beginner because it's got a great vocal range. It's got great sounding vocals. I sadly got the older model, and the older model does not sound great. So I upgraded to an AKG, but yeah, if you want the Scarlett Solo just by itself, I don't know, I can't find it just on its own. I know they have it. 100% they gotta have it. Come on, Sweetwater, help me out. $120, but it's got auto-tune included and stuff like that. So, wait, do they sell it? Yeah, they have the Scarlett Solo 3rd Gen that comes with an AKG mic, the same one, not the same one, but close to the one that I have, the model lower than this, for $250. Sorry, I'm just a little, I'm not sick, just have a little bit of a runny nose. So, I would go with the 3rd Gen, but one thing that I cannot stress enough, find deals. Do not, whatever you do, buy music equipment brand new. buy it when it's on sale, because it will help you so much, because all that money that you put aside that you saved on that deal, it might have taken a little bit more time, but the money you saved on that deal, you can put towards even better equipment. I saved so much money on this M-Audio Air 192 and my M-Audio speakers. Sorry, I like M-Audio. I bought that piano with the saved up money. So you can buy so many good things with money that you saved from waiting. Patience, people. Christ had patience. Be like Christ. So, and then it comes down to your tracks. When you're running tracks, I recommend BeatStars, because you can find good beats. You can download them for free. See if you like them. If you don't have to buy the license. Just don't post it. Trust me, if you do post it and you haven't bought the basic license or the premium license or a license for it, you can potentially get sued for it, because then they can sue you for copyright of what they made. So, like, let me turn my volume down here. Like, I'm using, oh wait, I can't play the beat. Oh no. Sorry guys, I can't play it. But, I should actually share my screen. I probably should. So, let me close a couple of tabs here, because I've got my bank open and stuff like that, and I don't want you guys seeing all my bank info. So, window capture. Okay, let me throw this backwards here. Order, move down. So if you go on to like this here, I'm doing a beat off this. Never mind. I thought I heard something. And then you can get the Scarlett Solo right here with auto-tune for 120, man. It's so worth it. Like, literally, it's so worth it. But next thing you need is a good pack of, if you're trying to make beats, you need a good audio system. If you're making beats, a lot of people will tell you FL. I personally think that Ableton is the best for making beats, but that's just my personal preference. You can try whatever you want. I've been in the music industry for a little bit. I've tried out a lot of the different softwares, and I just personally think that Ableton's the best. Best of the best, high quality, all that. But if you do, and you're living on the cheap, I use a very, very reasonable and good. Oh yeah, one thing I do recommend is, I don't know if you could see it right there, but Slick Deals. Slick Deals is amazing because it pops up right in the corner when there's deals. You can just quickly go, like I can, just a sec. Yeah, guys, Native Instruments software synthesizer for $100. That's a good deal. Guitar stand, $20. 2 guitar stands for $20 each. Not each. $10 each. So yeah, I mean, that kind of concludes our podcast for today. Hope you learned a lot. We will be talking more on this subject later, but for now, that'll have to work. And thank you for tuning into my podcast, and hope to see you guys later. If you guys want, you guys can go in the description and buy some of my merch. It helps us out a lot. It helps the studio out. It helps the podcast. And it will go back into the podcast. Better sound quality. I do have a DSLR. I'm sorry for the bad sound quality, but my batteries died on it, and so I could not use it. I need to go on Amazon and buy some more cables for it. But I do have a really nice DSLR sitting on my desk, and I'm just waiting to use it. Ow, fudge. Got my fingers stuck on the tripod. That hurt. It hurt. Seriously. We've got on Diosama. Look it up. DIOS AMA. Let me say it again. DIOS AMA. That is our sponsor for today. Diosama. They've also got mouse pads. I personally use the mouse pad all the time when I'm recording. I like to use my really big mouse pad whenever I'm just sitting at my desk, but whenever I'm over at the piano and I have my laptop or I have something that requires the mouse, I use my Diosama one. Thank you for tuning in. It's been an amazing day. Hope you guys have a good day. Love y'all.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict. Do I gotta have it? I ain't even playing. Got a really bad habit.